Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is FullQ Developer and I build apps on stream for your education or pleasure, however it goes for you. My main app is Underway NYC, which is currently on the App Store. In these past few days, we just finished the adding path arrivals to the app for iOS. The app was previously focused only on the subway in New York City, but of course there are path trains here also. So I wanted to add those as well. Um, so I fired up Android to make the changes there as well, and I got a little bit of an error just before the stream. Um, Too late to fix it in time for the stream, so I guess we're fixing it live today. I have a generate tile script on Android, and let's see if we can take a look at it. Uh, yeah, so it has a reference to the PDF, but it doesn't use it. It uses a PNG version, excuse me, to pass to VIPS to cut up all the tiles. So this PNG is missing because I made some changes on the iOS side. So I need to convert this, excuse me, convert this PDF to a PNG, and perhaps even do the WebP part as part of my script for iOS. Um, we'll see, I guess. So let's head over to the map cutting up script, which is over here in the assets MTA map folder. You can see we have a tiles target, a compare target, and then a shared library to do uh, most of the tile related stuff. So let's see, how are we doing this? Here's an enumeration to check if it's the night map or the regular map. Here's an enumeration for PNG or hike. There's some constants for the size of my tile edges. Let's see. This is for exporting a CG context to an URL with a universal type identifier. It's not a urinary tract infection. Helpers. Let's see. Oh, so here's my PDF converter. Um, it looks like I want to draw the PDF at level 0 and export that in a place that the Android app can use. Maybe we'll say something like image format.png. And instead of calling make tiles, we don't want to cut up all the tiles using our script. Because we're using CG context, we can't save as WebP, unfortunately. We need to export as PDF, export the PDF to PNG. I guess we can notate that. For PDF as PNG, use whips to slice the PNG. does CG context not support WebP files? WebP is kind of the Google version of Hike, like high quality, high quality compressed image format. Or you could say Hike is the Apple version of WebP. Tomato, potato, either way. Let's see. And then where do I want to define this? That's kind of the this is what I want to do. I want to make the tiles and also export the PNG. Maybe we'll do this first. Make a new file for this. Image format dot what did we call it? Export max level PDF. Oh, need to say Swift at the end. We're in a text editor, not in Xcode. And I'm guessing this is going to possibly throw an exception. I guess the first thing we want to do is see how we're using this PDF converter. Am I using this anywhere? Okay, good. The tile slicer uses it. Let's see, I think the max level is oh, I have a I have a constant stop max level. Perfect. This max level is 14. And then I have a way to export a context. And let's take a look at the signature there. As UTI at Earl. Then I think I have in we're on image format already, so we can say self dot UTI. I suppose we can pass in the URL here. What is it doing with this output dir? It's completely not used. Okay. Is it file URL with path? And we could call this oh, we have to do this for both the day map and the night map. Oh wait, actually Android doesn't support the night map yet. Um I guess it's okay to start with just the day map, I guess. See, how do I handle the different kinds of map tiles? The night map versus the day map. I don't see. Oh, here it is. It's just the map. Okay. Map dot all cases. And then what should the URL be? I feel like we could actually probably compute this ourselves here instead of forcing main to compute this. We don't need to double backslash there. Maybe we'll extract this as what is it called? Is it called extension? File extension. Perfect. And map is file stem or file suffix. I mean, this is kind of an intermediate. I'm not sure whether to put underscore night at the end or night dash at the beginning. I guess it doesn't matter either way because I control both of those. Come on, go. There we go. Let's see, what does other what did I do elsewhere? Uh, it's an old one. Let's open this up in Xcode. We get better autocomplete here. Oh, that was so close. I guess we can see what the Android script is looking for. It's looking for I'm looking for the day one, so it doesn't exactly matter. Something like that, perhaps. Let's see if we're compiling. Yes, we remember that that was not used at all. And let's comment out the big tiles for now. Let's just make sure that this part tiles. And let's see what it produced. Here's the artifacts folder. Okay. I was going to be blank for half a second there. Let's see the 31 megabyte PNG file. I guess that's why it took a while to load. Those are there. So now that those files are there, we run the Android app. So we think we did this. Guess we're kind of verifying. It's launching. Good. Oh, we got a crash. Right, we got a crash because this is the fix that we need to do. But we saw that the map loaded, which is fantastic. So I guess you could say all that is complete. Is there any final cleanup we need to do for this? I guess just make sure this is still running. And I guess we can run the whole script one more time. Yeah, it's like it's going along. So let's go ahead and commit. Fix Android filing script. Exporting the PDF to PNG first. Cool. We're on to actually some Kotlin code. Where is the actual crash? Right, so this table doesn't quite exist anymore. And I guess we can copy from what we did on iOS to here. Let's open up the iOS project. And the query is direction label pair. Now I think actually I think even the models changed here. Version of Kotlin. Yeah, we're not going to do updates on stream, but thank you, IntelliJ. The table is direction label pairs. And I guess this is the new select statement. Oh, all right. Okay. Yeah. Can we do this all in because in Android it only shows the combined version. So this is gonna change a lot. Do you have a cursor dot count? We do. I guess we need to do if cursor count is 0, then we return nil as well, I guess. Else. If there's just one, we return the first one. Otherwise, we have to um, load them all and get the one where the type is the combined type. Do I do any other looping in here? I don't want to do like a while loop, I think. Oh, that's cool. I do a do while. Yeah, I'm not sure whether to do this in SQL or in uh, Kotlin logic. I guess it's going to be a little repetitive either way. Um, if we could do two queries to the database, one to get the combined one and one to get the first one. You just return back whichever one succeeds, really. And let's look at the database. So let's say what we're doing here. We'll say from this to a regular list. We'll say SQL is one for combined and one for just the first one. Then decide in code which one to use. Am I using base columns anywhere else? I don't remember this class. Oh, this represents the table I get. Yeah, so this needs a type on it. And what did I call that in iOS? Um, label type. Okay. Actually, I bet this is going to be a sealed class. Yep. Let's see. How do we do this again? Look at other sealed classes. Okay. So I guess this needs a raw value, I suppose. East. And then the whole reason why we did this whole refactoring, this new case, path, never used. Cool. And perhaps this should go in its own file. Um, is it Alt F1 or something like that? And let's make this one over. Cool. So now that we have that going, we can come back to our SQL. I guess it's going to be like check if combined is there. If it's there, return it. Otherwise, get the first one. Yeah. Yeah. So if there's one, we'll use it. Otherwise, we'll go on down to the next one. This one like quotes around it. Like, I changed the font. This font is bothering me. Am I not allowed to use? Where is it? This skips right over my font. It's not there. Whatever. Let's have this font now. I guess we can do this a little differently. We can use the move to first trick. Music had a problem. Delete all this nonsense. How are we feeling now? There we go. Now we can cursor initialize cursor. What did I call it? Init from cursor, yeah. Gotta import this directly. Mm, wish I could see the right hand side of the well, this doesn't have an init from cursor. Oh my. Let's look at another example of that. Oh boy. Oh, this is the label type. This is not the right file. Here we go. So we want like an init from string here. we'll do init from string here. We can init this from the raw value in the database. And how do we do this? Something like this. That's how we do it. It's all low. How do we not do case this way then? In oh, is. How do I get to the raw value? Have I done any other init from strings in Kotlin? This is gonna be a doozy. Looks like I just kind of repeat them here. Seems error prone. Yeah, same here. Okay, here I'm able to do raw value. Oh, I need to say val on it. Okay. There we go. It's kind of weird that it's like not a real field unless you put val on it because it doesn't tell you. I think it's else. Yeah, there we go. The return out. Now, I really do like this part of Kotlin. So let's go down the line here. Okay. Something like that. And then we'll need the left and right as well. Oh, this has values.find. That's what I wanted. This is in a Noom class. Oh, okay. I guess that's the difference. Okay, maybe I do want. This looks a lot nicer than like spelling everything out. comment this out. And then how do we do the other part? Looks the same. We just say init. Okay. Hey, it's looking a little better. Option L. Okay, okay. Yes, now let's add in the other sides. Oh, we have a question in the chat. Dalek, welcome back to the channel, says, hi, what are you using for backend? I'm using Vapor, which is a server-side Swift. Vapor.codes. Ooh. It's Swift, but on the server. And I have this running in Kubernetes in some Docker containers set up by Terraform. All the works. We haven't yet done any backend coding on stream yet, but I'm sure that day will come sometime soon. Nice. Thank you. What kind of backends have you worked with? Val cannot be reassigned. Oh, this should have been var. This is, wait, this is scoped, right? Oh, okay, yeah. I understand. Yes, that should be vars. Okay, let's try building again. Other errors we have now. Yeah, so I think this is no longer used. I think this class we can delete. I commented it out for now and see where the build errors are. Error on all arrivals. Oh, not expecting it there. How come this is the only, how come none of the other screens are erroring if this is such a problem? Come on, Kotlin. I guess let's check a different screen. Oh, they all do have that problem. Um, so I haven't changed this in a while. Why is this all of a sudden a problem? This cast can never succeed. But this is an activity. Does an activity always... Oh, app compact. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's happening? App compat is gone? Whoa. This is going on with Android. Okay. How did it even build 2 seconds ago then? Because we built the app and we were able to see the map, and now all of a sudden all the Android dependencies are gone. Somebody's lying. How do I get it to resync? This kind of sucks because we made like a lot of good changes for interpreting the new data model, and now we have Android base classes are not available. That's super weird. Now it wants more memory. Okay, looks like looks like it settled down. Let's try running the app again. Looks like it's doing, oh, it looks like it's not doing anything. It just failed immediately. Issues were found when checking AAR metadata. Um, we need to somehow like clean all the intermediate data because I changed. Oh, I see. Who is that? This change requires a different version of Android, but I'm still going to support older stuff. Okay, so build succeeded. Or I guess I'm not ready to upgrade. Okay, that was that was so weird. Okay, the app is loading again. And are we crashing again on... Wouldn't be a surprise because I'm not sure if we've made all the right changes yet to take into account the new data model. Right. So this is the other half, the direction label override. So we did the direction label pairs. Changes to a checkbox. We did that half, and the other half is the direction override. We need to bring this part into Android. This was a change we made on iOS that we need to do for Android as well. But that was a good amount of progress. I do want to commit that before Android falls over again. Let's see, we don't need that import, I guess. So I guess we can say this is Android. But this is a mono repo, so sometimes I like to say what component I'm working on in the commit message. and push that to our branch. Right, so now let's take into account the direction label overrides. So we cleaned up how this table looks. This used to look a lot more freeform, but the only thing that happens is and I can show you because it's pretty easy to show why this is necessary. The M train starts out here in Queens, and it's running south. 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 It's running south back into Brooklyn, running south, running south. As it travels north, MTA still says the direction label is traveling south to Middle Village Metropolitan Avenue. And at the same time, the J train, starting at Broad Street, is traveling north, traveling north, traveling north, traveling north. So at Marcy Avenue, we have the J train traveling north, the M train traveling south, reported by the MTA, are in fact going in the same direction as seen with your own two eyes when you go to Marcy Avenue. And that is the motivation behind this, which is kind of flip the direction as we show it on the screen, so that the J trains going in the same direction, in the same like physical direction, are in the same side of the app as the M trains. So that's the motivation here. Let's go ahead and do it. So here is the file for it. So this is going to have to change. Let's close the other tabs. And let's see where this is used. F. And on iOS, we can take a look at what we did over there as well. We have some code we can just delete. Returns a list of these new reversal types. Let's go ahead and create that. And what does that look like? It has a style, a route, and a station ID. And in Kotlin, we don't really quite like that. We say route, route. And the style. Cool. So this should cause some motion. Let's see, what is the table name for this? So I have the table name written here. I guess I can just copy it right out of here. Copy name. Then we'll need to define this. And static objects in Kotlin go on the companion object. Nation style and um, and then we can say the columns explicitly so that we can just use the index of the column when we init from the cursor. Init from string. And we said the route was last one. Get int 0. And then how is we parse the style? This might be the first place for parsing the style from the database on Android, actually. And I wonder if we can make this in a enum class, actually. Okay. This we just take the is off. Yeah, I think the enum class fits a little nicer here. Then we can say, oh, that still needs an init from string. So here, now we can iterate through the values. We have to say an explicit return here. Okay, cool. It's nice and easy. Here we'll say direction dot style dot init from string cursor dot get string at 1, which is the second one. Now we have our 3 fields, so now we can initialize and return reversal to send to the screen to make the correct adjustments. We need to change the order to match the database. I think that'll be easier. So now we should get a different build error. So now let's build again. Perfect. So I guess there's one little bit of computed action going on here. Let's see if how I did it on iOS. Pretty straightforward, actually. But let's go ahead and define it. That's all that's missing. Oh, it's this. It's this in Kotlin. I need to pull out the return. Let's just make it explicit. Want some else's and stuff. Okay. I guess the else is null. Successful. Okay. Try running it. Oh, that was a simple one. Uptown, downtown. Manhattan bound, Brooklyn bound. Manhattan bound J. Yep, that's going to Broad Street. Look at an M. Ooh, this is wrong, actually. Try that again. Queensbound. Yeah, this didn't work actually. Oh, are these actually supposed to reverse? Yes. Okay. So just a little error on my part. Not a big one. Whew. Okay. Manhattan bound J train is going to Broad Street. That's correct. Manhattan bound M train. Yep, it goes back through Manhattan. Perfect. Whew. And let's also try the Queensbound side. Yep, this goes up towards the airport. Yep, and that goes to Middle Village. Yes. Guess we could say this part is done. So let's go ahead and commit that. Deleted code. This is, if we can, a little bit nicer to read. This is the new reversal type. Small little updates. Nice. I bet that override class is still around. Let's see if we can delete it. Yeah, here it is. And if we comment this out, does the app still build? Oh, there's just an import of it. This was supposed to model the table. We're actually not using this anymore. We can delete this as well. Okay, let's try building. Sure. Yeah, go ahead and do your thing. Now we can delete this file. Cool. Um, yeah, it's still working. Nice. Let's commit that as well. Remove newly unused uh, overrides class. Did we have another file? Yeah, this one we can delete too. Cool. So we have completed the first part of the refactoring for adding path trains to the Android app. That was to get um, the direction label stuff ready to go. Since we had cleaned that up on iOS, we can now apply that to Android, and we did. So what's next? I guess actually doing some stuff. There might be I guess we made changes to Underway route, and that might be that might be a big change we need to apply here as well. Um, let's see, close this side panel, this bottom bar. Yeah, so Underway route represents our interpretation of a a subway route, and on iOS, we included path routes in here as well. And we got a little fancy. We made an enum with two kinds of routes: the NYCT for the subway and Underway path for the path routes. So I think we need to do something like this for Android as well. So let's say add routes to Underway route, I guess is our I guess this is like I guess this is part of implementing path rivals for Android. Um, so how do we want to do this? Um, Here is Underway route right here. Um, in a new class, okay. Um, yeah, let's see. Let's just move forward and we'll find out as we go along, right? This is a string, and we can copy a little bit from uh, iOS. ahead and finish converting this code. Oh, this needs to be in a companion object. Values, find. What's the problem? Required Boolean found unit? Um, didn't we like just write this? Oh, equals equal. Oh my god. Okay. And I want to try actually kind of embedding this into underway route, if you will. Like what I want to do is say this. And then copy all these in here. And this we can, there's a few that are special. Like some of them have two. But I guess in the base case, this is kind of hard to read, right? So we should simplify it. These are the ones with multiples. So let's copy this part up. One string. Else, a values dot find. Oh, wait, was that a value of function? Oh, okay. That's way easier than. Let's see. So how do I do starts with? Oh, we just have a starts with. to clean this up a little bit, but what's going on here? Oh, 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 okay, right. So I guess underway route is going to be a sealed class now. What's the error? Okay. And then what's your problem here? Right. This is this is what motivated remembering to do that. Ooh. Yeah, so how do we can we like I guess I have to check if it's nil. Uh this kind of did a random jump. These can move on to spot, which here. Where was it? Yeah, this is where like if let with Swift would be nice. No, oh, something like that. Does this make the compiler happy? A little bit more happy. Oh, we don't put the return. Okay. Now this file is pretty big. Maybe it is better to keep them separated in two files. But I feel like the names are a little bit nicer to read with this style. Now let's just return something for now. How do I delegate to this one? I see it's still gray. Oh, there we go. And we can do the same thing over here. What's your problem? Well, I'm sure it'll sort itself out in a moment. Oh, I need it's be not exhaustive. Okay, perfect. And option L. Okay, now we can copy from, well, let's get the autocomplete first. Then we can copy from here. Right? Here is the line color hex. Ooh, all over the place. Yeah, not so bad. Okay, so let's copy paste this over and convert this to Kotlin code. Where 33rd. Yeah, this is a two-color one. I'm not sure how I'm going to model that yet. To some extent, it doesn't really matter since we don't really, the Path API isn't as powerful as the MTA API. We don't get to show trains, unfortunately. Are we building? Should be a option somewhere. Ah, yes, when drawing. Oh boy. Go over to what file is? Well, I guess we I guess we can search for this. Here it is. There that is. I guess for now, let's do a when statement for when it's a subway route, and then we will ignore path for the moment. Here we want to do this part here. Um, there we go. Okay, so now we can safely paste this in. Option L. Yes, we haven't added the path badges yet. We should add a note for that. Um, yeah, I think for this we didn't make a subway path version of. Let me take a look. Yeah, we just renamed it and made it be NYCT specific. What is the from here? Oh, it just needs to fix the import. Wait, it's fixing. Some of these it's added an import, and some of these it's not. Histories of. Well, this is a little bit nicer to read than having like Underway NYCT route like we did on iOS. That's one of the nice things about doing something on different platforms. You can try out different ways to model the data and get inspired from what you did before and bring it to other platforms. Okay, where else are we failing? Find. Okay, so this is NYCT routes. Then the route is an NYCT route here. Oh, but then badge needs to be wrapped with underway route dot NYCT. Or is it lowercase? Okay, there we go. Compilation error. Okay, no deal. Let's see what it is though. I feel you're not going to tell me. Right, right. So this needs to wrap itself in uh, just like we did for the other one. Just wrap it inside of the NYCT branch of Underway. We make this a little bit nicer to look at. Not that nicer, is it? But it is a little bit nicer. See what other. Oh my goodness. Circular reference. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I guess that's the problem with naming them so closely to each other. Let's keep it we have. I like most of what we did so far. And then let's fix that error. We don't compile yet, so I'm not going to push quite yet. Let's open up underway route and let's see what we can do here. Yeah, I guess these are like siblings. So maybe I do need to rename these. Yeah, I guess the nice thing about Swift is we could actually put this in an extension. But when Kotlin, once everything from a class kind of has to go in the same file, unfortunately. First, let's rename it. Now we can move it. And here we should see where we there was somewhere in code where we made a mistake. The static method values. Oh, interesting. Yeah, because this used to be an enum, and now it's this sealed class. Yes, so we need like uh, an all cases thing again. Val values. Just do the same thing. Um, oops. Go away. No, go away. Stop. This will be a list of routes. So this will be here we go. Here we go. Do that map that we did before to wrap it. Plus we can't append two kinds to arrays. How do I append arrays in Kotlin? Let's ask the internet, I guess. I guess it's a list. Append list Kotlin. Plus equals add all. Merge. That method is not here, bestie. Oh, plus. Okay, so now we can. Oh wait, what's the error here? Return. We need return. We kind of need the same thing with raw value here, I guess. Yeah, where else are we failing to compile? It's 4 o'clock, so I will be winding down the stream pretty soon. Hopefully this compiles soon. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in chat. The app or about Swift or Kotlin or anything you've got going on. Oh, hey, we're building. Oh, hey, we're crashing. Oh, enum constant. That's wait. We have yeah. Okay, I guess we still. I guess we can't do value of here. There we go. There we go. I should be able to remove this one. Nice. So we did it. Added the path routes to Underway. And we can go ahead and push that now. Oh, that's fantastic. Cool. Well, I guess just to sum up what we accomplished today, we fixed the tiling script for Android so we could run the Android app. We're using CG context from Mac OS to open a PDF, scale it to the right size, and export it as a PNG, which then the Android script knows how to deal with the PNG to convert it into WebP, which is the Google version of a small size, high quality image. When we got that working, we added the direction label rework to Android that we did on iOS. Did a little bit of cleanup there. And then finally, we added the path routes to the app. So I guess next time we're looking at actually showing the arrivals from path in the app. Whew. Thanks so much for joining me today. If you have any questions, feel free to pop them in my Discord below, and I'll get to them on the next stream or possibly in Discord. I stream every weekday starting at 2 o'clock. Programming in Swift, and I guess today we did some Kotlin. Below is my website also, fullqdeveloper.com. Just my Twitch name.com with links that has links to my GitHub and everything else down there, along with my current apps in both the Google Play App Store and the Apple App Store. The Twitter below is for stream updates, and YouTube has videos of the past episodes. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow.